In a small village nestled in the rolling hills of the countryside, there lived a young boy named Rohan. Rohan was known throughout the village for his kind heart and his love of learning. He spent most of his days helping his mother with their family's small farm and attending the local school. One day, while Rohan was out running errands for his mother, he stumbled upon a small, leather pouch lying on the ground. As he picked it up, he realized that it was filled with gold coins. Rohan's eyes widened with excitement as he thought about all the things he could buy with the money. But as he stood there, weighing his options, Rohan remembered the words of his father, who had always taught him that honesty was the best policy. Rohan thought about how his father would want him to handle the situation, and he knew that he had to try to find the owner of the pouch. Rohan asked around the village, but no one seemed to know who the pouch belonged to. He even asked the village elder, but the elder just shook his head and told Rohan that he had never seen the pouch before. As the days went by, Rohan found it harder to resist the temptation. He began to think about all the things he could buy with the money, and he even started to rationalize keeping it for himself. But every time he thought about it, he remembered his father's words, and he knew that he couldn't keep the pouch. One day, as Rohan was walking through the village, he saw a strange man walking towards him. The man looked worried and was asking everyone he met if they had seen a small, leather pouch. Rohan's heart skipped a beat as he realized that this must be the owner of the pouch. Rohan approached the man and asked him if he was looking for a pouch. The man's eyes lit up, and he asked Rohan if he had seen it. Rohan nodded and handed the pouch over to the man. The man was overjoyed and thanked Rohan profusely. He told Rohan that the pouch contained all of his life savings and that he had been searching everywhere for it. Rohan smiled and told the man that he was just glad that he had been able to return the pouch to its rightful owner. As the man walked away, Rohan felt a sense of pride and satisfaction. He knew that he had done the right thing, even though it had been difficult. He realized that his father's words had been true, honesty really was the best policy. From that day on, Rohan was known throughout the village as a boy of great integrity. People looked up to him and admired his honesty. Rohan's actions had not only brought him a sense of personal satisfaction, but they had also earned him the respect of his community. As Rohan grew older, he continued to live by the principles of honesty and integrity that his father had taught him. He became a successful businessman and was known for his fairness and transparency in all of his dealings. Rohan never forgot the lesson he had learned as a young boy. He always remembered that honesty was the best policy, and he lived his life accordingly. Years later, when Rohan had children of his own, he taught them the same lesson that his father had taught him. He told them that honesty was the best policy and that it was always better to tell the truth, even if it was difficult. Rohan's children grew up to be honest and integrity-filled individuals, just like their father. They made him proud, and they continued the legacy of honesty and integrity that had been passed down through their family. The story of Rohan and the leather pouch serves as a reminder to us all of the importance of honesty and integrity. It shows us that doing the right thing, even when it's difficult, is always the best policy. By living our lives with honesty and integrity, we can earn the respect of others and build a reputation that will last a lifetime. As the old saying goes, honesty is the best policy. It's a lesson that we should all strive to live by.